Hello once again, and we're going to be having a game of Afterburner on the Commodore 64, and this is the US version of the game by Mindscape, I believe. Right, excellent music by Your Own Tell here, brilliant as always. So let's get on with the game. So insert coin, just push fire button when it responds. And we got more loading. Such the joys of the 1501 disk drive. Never owned one of those in the back in the day when I had my Commodore 64. I was late to the party with the Commodore 64, to be honest with you. Very late in the party. I had a cassette, so. Yeah, I played the original, well, the UK version of Afterburner. I've done a review on it. It was alright. It was alright. I don't think a lot of people liked it. I have to say, I had the Amstrad CPC version, and I have to say that was better than the Commodore 64 version. Right, let's get on with the... wow, we've got some nice sound effects here. Wow, this looks pretty decent. Get ready, stage 1. Right, looks at the key controls, or the joystick controls rather. It's joystick to fly the plane, and you get to fire manually. Unlike the 8-bit version, the other 8-bit version, where it automatically fired the gun for you. But this fires the gun. You fire the gun rather. And you use spacebar, or if you hold your fire button down. Well, yeah, there you go. But I tend to use spacebar so you can fire rockets. The only thing you can't do is the game title itself, is use your Afterburner. Well, it didn't say that in the instructions anyway, unless there's another key you have to push to use your Afterburner. I do not know, because it didn't explain that in the instructions. Just shows you, it just tells you how to fly the plane, what buttons, how to fire, and spacebar to use your rockets. It's a little bit jumpy jerky, but then you've got to remember I am playing this on a PAL emulator. If this was supposed to be for the US market, this should be running on an NTSC computer, a Commodore 64. So it will be a bit faster, but still, graphically it looks pretty good, plays pretty good and all. You get the whole entire screen. Unfortunately, I don't know how many lives I've got, it doesn't tell you that, and also I don't know how much ammunition I've got. I've just died. That's the only drawback. I don't know how much ammunition, and obviously how many lives. Oh, it might tell you there. I wasn't paying no fucking attention. But it definitely looks pretty good. Plays pretty well. Not many planes on the screen at one time. Oh, that's the level 1 over with. Please don't tell me it's going to be more multi-load, because I think with the Commodore 64 version it loaded about 3 or 4 screens. Yes, there's multi-load, so it must load each level individually. I don't think there was a tape version. Is it correct that Commodore 64s in America really didn't take off that well as they did over here? I mean, we embraced, European UK really embraced Commodore 64. I don't think the Americans embraced it that well, even though it was their system. It was much bigger over here. The US version, why couldn't we get this version over here? Right, stage 2. Oh, got 8 lives. Okay. This is actually quite good. Oh shit. Level stage 2, 7. So we're flying an F-14 Tomcat based on the arcade original, which was excellent. Hard as fuck, but it was excellent. And what killed me there? Now I should start using my rockets. Perhaps you got to get a lock on first before you get your use your rockets. There's no in-game music like there was in the European version or the UK version, whatever you want to call it. Or PAL. What I should say is the PAL version. Yeah, there was in-game music in the PAL version. But I don't really care. You know, I'd probably rather have sound effects. Yeah, this is quite good. I mean, the only thing, as I said, I don't know about the Afterburner part. I mean, what's the point of calling a game Afterburner if you don't use your Afterburner? That was the whole point of calling it Afterburner. Well, it wasn't. There's just basically they weren't allowed to call it Top Gun. Because I think it was a sort of, I don't know. I think if they could, they would have called it Top Gun. Because I think the arcade came out a year after the film, and the film was a big success. I'm sure we've all seen Top Gun. More loading. So how many lives have we got? 6 lives left, and we're on stage 3. So we get that little heads up display up the top there. I'm not really paying attention for that. That's really, don't really need that. I mean, you can see the enemy coming anyway. You don't need that fucking heads up display to tell you. But I'm really impressed with the graphics on the Tomcat. Not so impressive way it crashes though. Oh fucking hell! Yeah. So 3 lives left. Oh what? It's all falling apart now. So 2 lives left. Ignore that, ain't part of the game. You probably know that. I mean, it'd be a bit weird if you were Close Encounters with Afterburner. Oh, balls. Let's try to use them rockets. Oh, fuck. That's it. What's the score? Oh, did I just get off stage 3? Or was that the end of the game? Because I know I just got shot. Well, regardless, it's still multi-load. I suppose the loading times ain't too bad. I mean, would have been quicker on disc and cassette. But I don't think this version was available on cassette. I don't think the Americans used the cassette. I think they used more the disc drive. But then again, I could be wrong. I didn't live in the US that long. Well, I didn't live in the US when in the 80s. or the 90s. That was a bit pointless saying that really. What's happening? Oh right, game over. That's a nice screen. Oh, we get to enter our name and guess what style? The poxy stupid arcade style, which I always hate. You got a keyboard, use the keyboard. But no, we've got to make it as much as arcade as we can. Bit stupid that. But there you go. This is the way I feel about games with their arcade style, especially when you've got a keyboard in front of you. Anyway, I thought that was a good version of Afterburner, to be honest with you. I'd say it was better than the European version, or the PAL version I should say. Yeah, pretty good. Anyway, I'm going to end this now. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time, and goodbye.